What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumb ass. Like and subscribe. Hype. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so Xbox. Their shows. Tina Amini is the woman. She is earning her paycheck over there, yo. She should get a raise. She's doing what she do. But that's like, we can go through the Xbox showcase and all the niceness. Just off the top of my head, I got two things. But the main thing really is about Gears E-Day, right? So Gears E-Day, they showed it. It was hot. I saw it. I watched the thing. And then they had another podcast, the Xbox podcast, where Jeff talked to the team again. I went deep in. It was, I think they showed more in that. I don't actually know because I barely watched the E-Day one because I watched the trailer on the main game, on the main show. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And so I need to go back to watch the Dev Direct. But the main thing is that these Donkey Unicorns and Ponies, let me shout some out real quick because some people are scared to say names. I don't know why. They put their face on the internet. They want the attention, obviously, because they want subs. So subs equals attention. Blah blah blah. Porter Rock. Grand opening, grand closing. You need to give that back to Jay-Z because you ain't using it right. Yeah. The hubris is infectious, I guess, because Sony has it, PlayStation has it, and it's affecting you ponies and Donkey Unicorns. Y'all think that y'all getting everything. Y'all think that y'all are required, oh, we have to put stuff on PlayStation because they're the market leader. That whole market leader thing, I don't know who started it or who said it or who keeps propagating it, but it doesn't seem like they are the market leader. I've said that for a while now. And if you want to say, oh, the market leader is the biggest company, not PlayStation, not Sony. You want to say market leader because they sold the most consoles? Well, their console numbers are questionable because they're not giving us the actual sold through numbers. They're giving us sold into stores. Now, to them, that counts as a sale because the stores buy the consoles, and then they stock them and they do whatever. But, it's still a little disingenuous because the metric isn't about console sales. It's about acquisitions. It's about, well, for Xbox is DAPs, daily active players, not monthly active users anymore, because you need, I guess, a more succinct, a more something that updates faster. And that's one thing, like, remember, I always say, listen to the words, listen to what Asha says. She says we need to be thoughtful, blah blah blah, all the things. Then she says we have to be faster. We need to be faster. That's where the daily active players comes in, right? Because you get a metric every day. How many people play today? How many people play today? How many people play today? How many people played yesterday? How many people play tomorrow? Then you can see a pattern, a weekly pattern. Then you can extrapolate that out. You can say, okay, why? Because they work. Oh, okay. So if we put out a game that's like real quick, they can play on their lunch break. Is that cool? I don't know what they have. I don't know what kind of discussions they have. But Gears of War E-Day. Sorry, getting off topic there. So Porter Rock was one of them who went out there and saying, "Oh, I can't wait to see how the coalition uses the Pistol Tech 2, the PSSR 2. I can't wait to see how they do that." Yeah, I'm sorry, that was a really bad Porter Rock. I haven't tried Porter Rock. Porter Rock is actually a very difficult. He shouldn't be difficult because he has a unique voice. But he is difficult for me because I can't find that pocket pause. It's a little difficult. I mean, I could do the dirt version. Everybody can do the dirt birds. Grand opening, grand closing. Grand opening. I just go to Nintendo. You know, that's just his comical take, which is hilarious. So I'll give it the dirt got that one. You know? But anyway, he's like, okay, it's your boy, Puerto Rico, your only friend in the YouTube streets. So yeah, he said he wanted to see how the coalition does with PSSR 2. I guess he'll never find out because the game ain't coming to PlayStation. Exclusives are back. Wow. Now, the games that I wanted to be exclusive, like Halo and Fable, not exclusive. But as I understand it, the previous regime signed these contracts and blah, 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 blah. The rest is history. So my question is, who signed them? Was it Phil or was it Sarah? I like Phil. You know what? I think they both did it. Because you got to think about it this way. Phil was trying to be Mr. Nice Guy, Kumbaya. Everybody plays the game. Let's build a ecosystem. Let's build a industry so everybody's strong and getting paid. I mean, that's utopia, but that's not how it works. That's not what's going on. You know, you just look at anything else outside of video games. That's not what's going on. So how you think video games are gonna be like that? And Sony's like, nope, we're not doing that. Nintendo's like, huh? What are y'all doing? And then they just go do. So, and then Sarah, she's just like PC. She wanted Microsoft PC, Xbox gaming or whatever. Microsoft gaming, that was probably Sarah. I mean, that was Satya's idea probably, but they should have known that wouldn't work because Games for Windows Live was trash. Come on, son, man. I mean, y'all made the same mistakes like 10, 20 years ago. How 15 years? I can't remember when it was, but no. So Sarah didn't have a clue about us, the hardcore, the Gen Xers, right? The dudes that were the first in line getting these consoles, buying these games, making Xbox what it is today. And Phil should have known, but his ideology was trying to, you know, lift up the whole system, put the whole video game industry on his back, which is admirable, but ill-advised and not, no, it's not a good look, especially when no one else is playing that game. Everybody else is in it for themselves. And Asha saw that. Asha's young, fairly more younger than Phil, obviously. And so she's looking, she's like, what are you wanna grow, right? Okay. So why you raise the price? We needed money for whose idea was it for 30% margin? Accountability. Who made that up? Silence. Nobody's gonna admit to that. It's probably Amy Hood. But look, as a business, I understand, like, okay, that makes sense as a business, right? Also, which doesn't make sense as a business, is raising the prices for your customers. If your business is to get money from your customers, us, then make it so that we don't feel bad giving you money. It's a simple kind of, I'll say it a million billion times. I've said it a million. This industry is psychology. The marketing part is psychology. Getting us to spend our money on your stuff, psychology. I mean, all you gotta do is put out a dope trailer and not bend us over at the, you know, at the checkout. Then we're good. If we feel like we're getting a good deal, then we will get that deal. That deal will be dealt. It will be had. Generally speaking, you know, for me, like, say if, like, just as a stupidest example I can think of, say if the PlayStation 5 super price drop, $299, just the regular, like, no disc, whatever, $299 PlayStation 5 super duper price drop. I am not buying a PlayStation 5. Because, first off, getting it without a disc drive means that I am stuck. They're trying to trap me into their digital ecosystem. Don't want that. And any of the games that I want to play are on PC right now. I mean, Wolverine supposedly is not going to PC, but I think that's a time exclusive because Marvel wants their money. So I don't see how they could have written a contract with Marvel unless they're giving them a huge cut of the sales like they did with Spider-Man. You know, Marvel wants some. Marvel doesn't care what freaking consoles on. They want their money. Oh, we could sell 50 million more over here. We could sell, on PC. We could sell 20 million more on Xbox. Why don't we do that? In places like it's exclusive, so we could sell PlayStations. Like, but we don't care about you selling your box. We want to sell units of our game. So put it on Xbox. Put it on Switch. Put it on everything. I'm sorry for the low energy today. I am really exhausted. I only got a little bit of sleep, and I basically kind of moved, but I didn't. I'm in the middle of some movement. Let's just say that. Anyway, tangent aside, let's get back to the Xbox showcase. Okay, so Gears E-Day, nice. Gears E-Day, exclusive. Exclusives are back, baby. Let's go. I watched it. I was like, yo, that's kind of weird seeing Dom and then seeing Marcus without no armor. He got his little V-neck on. I'm like, yo, why V-neck? Why? Come on, son. I mean, you got muscles, but you ain't gotta wear a V-neck. I'm just saying. But listen, maybe on Sarah, that's the style. Maybe in what's that? Corona? What's the name of that city? Maybe that's the style. And it's cool though, cause like you see like the vehicles and stuff. It's like time. It's a time period. It's like late 70s, early 80s. I'm like, okay. I mean, just to make a comparison to what we know. And remember, this is a prequel, so this happened, it was like 20 years before the first Gears of War, something like that, I think. No, I don't think it was 20 years. I don't remember how long it was, but it was a good while. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And like they showed like Emergence Day, so they were like all at a bar or something, and then they came out their street, and then you see like cars and you see stuff like the city's alive, and they were talking, the devs were talking about like, yeah, it's a little bit different to make a live city with people and stuff happening than the other games were easy because everything's all burnt up and dead already, so nothing's like there's no interactivity and stuff. Speaking of interactivity, a whole bunch of destruction, environmental destructions with the pews. I was like, yo, that's pretty dope. They are doing some look. As far as the industry goes, the Coalition is the best at Unreal Engine. Period. No question. No debate. You could try to debate, you will lose because there is none other. And if you want to come close to somebody who's in second place, Ninja Theory. Guess what? Both Xbox studios. Hello, Xbox got a lock on Unreal Engine, and this is Unreal Engine 5. This ain't even Unreal Engine 6. So that means the Coalition got wizards over there making that engine hum, sing, do backflips, all kind of stuff. So much so I had to watch Digital Foundry. I mean, listen, I know they're idiots. I question everything they say, every word, because what they do is, this is what they do, if y'all didn't know. They watch and see what the zeitgeist is, see what the consensus is online about these things, like the showing of Gears, right? They watched and everybody was like, oh snap, that's dope. And so like, okay guys, we can go and be positive about this game now because yes, everyone else likes it, so we can like it too. And then they go, and that's what happened. They were like, Oliver was like, oh my god, it was so good, it was the best thing, it was so stupid. Well, actually he's not that, he's more like ASMR, like, oh, and then it was it was excellent, it was very beautiful. I can't really do his lisp, but he doesn't have a tongue teeth lisp thing, like a front. But I think, is it a little bit of side? Maybe he got a fat tongue. I don't know. I'm just just going off of what I see. Anyway, yeah, they all liked it. John was a little against the exclusivity. Now he's for exclusivity, but he's against how Xbox is doing it. I will say, have patience, Mr. Lenneman, that's his name, right? These logo games like Fable and Forza and all that stuff, this is pre-Asha. Now we have to from now to the next showcase is going to be the actual, okay, Let's see what they do now, because if it's mostly, or if it's all just multiplayer live service game, whatever, yo. Like Sea of Thieves, of course that's there already. Whatever, of course, Elder Scrolls Online, of course, Fallout 76, of course, all those games, of course. Halo multiplayer, if they ever do that, sure, give them that too. I mean, they should do Master Chief Collection, but just the multiplayer part, I don't know how that would work. See, I don't. Well, whatever, that doesn't matter. But it's like I said, those deals were already in place, so it's hard for. I mean, she probably could have gotten out of them with money is the key. Money is the answer to all these problems. So she could have be like, yo, open the wallet, let's get rid of all of the boo boo boo. But I think that's what she did with Gears, because I think Gears is ready to go on PlayStation, and she's like, nah, bro, throw that in the garbage. Nope, not happening. Nope. And so I'm like, all right. And she announces like, yes, Gears E-Day is exclusive console. Hey, and you see Marlene. Oh my God! You overreacts because you gotta be drama queen, drama king. He's kind of more like a. I'm saying his allegations are against him. I'm just saying, and he ain't beating him. I'm just anyway. So MBG, his reaction, but I didn't even see. Well, yeah, I did see Porter Rock's reaction. He was on a panel with a whole bunch of other people, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, she did it! Oh my gosh, she did it!" It's like, how about you go back and you say, "Oops, I was wrong." I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing, so maybe he did say that, but I'm just saying he's talking a lot of shite. So is J-Dub, because he's a dumbass too. But that's what they do. They try to troll to keep appearances up, and then they look like idiots. And I mean, look, I constantly look like an idiot, but I'm not gonna be pretend like I know something. I don't know nothing. Ain't nobody. Look, PP Perkins ain't been talking to she, he. You don't know if it's a she or a he. I say she automatically because it feels like a she, doesn't it? But I don't know. I don't know the gender of this person. It's all coded messages like beep 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 boop boop beep beep. But anyway, PP Perkins is not telling me nothing. So I'm like, so I gotta rely on, Dirt, and Sean, and DDJ, whoever that is. Probably just Tim Dog. I don't know. It's probably Tim Dog's, whatever. But yeah, it's. And so anyway, the Xbox showcase, boom, right, and they had the other. Exclusive is Clockwork Revolution, and that looks interesting. That looks really, and it's time travel too. Man, time travel games are so crazy. I mean, those time travel stories are really interesting. So I think they're gonna do some goodness with that scene, and then how they have the characters are starting to build like a kind of a motley crew, if you will. I'm like, I'm kind of liking this. So it's gonna be tight. But and there was a bunch of I saw the Halo stuff. That looked dope. Okay, I got a big problem. I got beef with No, I don't have beef with Paris. I got beef with Xbox. I got a problem. It's bad enough that you put the logo on Halo, right? It's going to place. But you show a trailer of Halo Campaign Evolved, and underneath on the bottom says captured on a PlayStation 5 Pro. Come on. Look, where's that Matt? What's his name? Y'all are destroying. Look, maybe that was contractual. I hope that was contractual, that you couldn't get out of that, because that's ridiculous. That's not helping. Look, you should erase that, and it could have been the PC version, and everybody would have been like, fine, that's what y'all are showing. That's what you usually show anyway. You're in one step, you're like, yeah, exclusives, and the other step, you're doing worse than just the logo. Captured on PlayStation 5 Pro. I'm like, all right, I guess that's the best console version if that's what you're doing. Or PlayStation paid for it. Or it's in the contract. Like once you put stuff on PlayStation, you have to present their version. Because that might be it. Because you think about like all the other third party stuff, they always like put that little stuff on the bottom. Maybe. But and I haven't listened to people, so I don't know if anybody else is saying anything about that. But maybe they're just like, whatever. But whatever is not the right response. Not to that. And maybe maybe things will change for the next time. I mean, it depends, I guess. And you know what it depends on? I'm gonna tell you what it depends on. And this is the reason why Gears E-Day isn't on PlayStation, because the Gears Reloaded didn't sell well on PlayStation. And so Asha's like, why were we putting this game on when they don't care about this franchise? They proved that they didn't care. And the fact that PlayStation, people who bought PlayStations don't buy games because they just play in Fortnite and Call of Duty and all that stuff. That's proven because PlayStation's sales have gone down consistently for 5 years. I think they went up a little bit this year, but that was because they actually released a game, Ghost of Yotei, and it didn't go up that much. So hold on, it's not saved. And so I'm like, and so that happened. It looked cool. I mean, I don't think it's gonna look that much different on Xbox, so I'm good with it. I'm not good with what they did with the thing on the bottom, but I want to play it. And the thing about the exclusives that I should point out, they will be on Game Pass. All these games are going to be on Game Pass, basically, right? Of course they are, because they're Xbox, except for Call of Duty. Well, who cares? And so, one thing that we can do as Xbox players to show that the PlayStation players are they're not in it. When Gears E-Day comes out, I mean, you can play it on Game Pass if you wanna, but I'm gonna buy it because they made it exclusive for us. She did it for us, so I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. So I'm gonna buy it then. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, kind of, and it's the first in the story. If you want to go chronologically, it's literally the first game. So I'm like, they should have actually remade the first Gears of War, but maybe they'll do a bunch of Gears E-Day games leading up to Gears 1, because there's plenty of years. I don't remember how long. Once again, I guess you could hit me up in the comments and let me know how long it was between Emergence Day and the first Gears game. I could probably look it up, but if you put it in the comments, I will read it, and then I will know. I'm probably gonna look it up later. Anyway, so I'm gonna buy that, and I'm definitely buying Clockwork Revolution because that game looks like crazy. I'm like, and this is what we need to do. We need to buy the games to show Asha and Xbox that we want exclusives. If they make exclusives and they sell really well, on PC and on Xbox, then they don't need to. Just like what Forza Horizon 6 is doing right now. They don't need to, we have to put it on PlayStation because we're not going to sell enough on it. No, they're going to sell plenty because it's dope games and people want to play dope games. And that's what's happening. Now, is Halo campaign evolved and Clockwork Revolution, are they going to be as good as Forza? I mean, they're different games. And that's a subjective question. But, they can't be that bad. I'm looking. I saw what they're doing with Halo. I'm like, man, Halo look really good, yo. I mean, it's Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine's. Look, here's the thing. I don't know if y'all caught on to this yet, but when Xbox does a game and it's an Unreal Engine game, it looks good. It doesn't mess up like the PlayStation games because they don't know what the hell they're doing over there. I think Square Enix probably is the one. Then it's not a Sony studio, but they're the ones that put games on PlayStation that have a little bit of knowledge with the Unreal Engine. or whatever they've added to it to make it work. But yeah, man, look at all the games that Xbox does within their ecosystem, within their companies, within their studios that are on Unreal Engine. All beautiful, all flawless for the most part. I don't think there's any issues. You got Hellblade 2, you got Halo, freaking Gears, the whole Gears sagas. There's other games, I just can't think of them right now, but it's all good, man. Shoot, I'm waiting for them to crack open them Spider-Man games, man. Look, I've been watching Spider Noir real quick. I'm like, yo, can we get the Spider-Man games? Because it's like they're just sitting there. Activision, Spyro's coming back. Spyro look alright. I think Toys for Bob's making that. That looks dope. There's a bunch of games that are dope, and a lot of people said, "Oh, that was the best." Who said that? Did Reforge say that the Xbox show was the best show out of the three? I didn't even watch the Summer Games Fest. I watched somebody go through them. I was like, okay, that's cool. Crazy Taxi, all right, yeah, you know what's up. Anything Sega, I'm down. Let's go. Except for Persona, I never really got into that. I know that's blasphemy. Everybody's like, Persona is the best. Like Maddie plays, he's just getting all wet. I'm like, come on, man. It's just, really? That's been an exhibition. That's been an Expedition 33. Really? I guess. But I think I tried to play one. I was like, I don't know why. But exclusives. I mean, the takeaway is this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the exclusives coming back on Xbox. Now, how many will we get? I don't know. The fact that Gears is exclusive when the previous game wasn't, well, yeah. That should tell you something. Oh, okay, well, it's not just new games. It's games that make sense, right? Franchises. Now, some would say Forza Horizon, Halo, and Fable shouldn't have been. I say that they shouldn't have been going over there, but like I said, it was probably already contractually done and they couldn't get out of it. But that's only a theory. So going forward, if there's a Fable 2, if there's a Halo or a new Halo game, then we'll see if that is exclusive. And if it is exclusive, then that'll be a good look. Then I'll be like, all right, cool, that's what's up. But look, Xbox never disappoints with their game shows, and they didn't disappoint this year, and they coming through strong. And now it's just a matter of, let's see what. And I forgot that new Xbox console, boy. It's gonna be money expensive, but I'm like, man, that's that green. I was like, wow. Can you just sell me the case? Can I just buy the plastic case and I'll tear apart my Xbox and throw the innards in, and we can do that instead? Just sell me the plastic shells. Come on, man. That would be, just saying. You know, when people would buy that plastic shell, I know they want to sell consoles. I would buy the plastic shell. I'd be scared though. I don't want to tear apart my Xbox. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, it's out of warranty, so it doesn't matter. Okay. But yeah. And then the one more thing was Call of Duty or whatever. Call of Duty looks good this year, but yeah, I think Call of Duty should have their own separate direct or whatever. Or they should put it in the middle. I think Clockwork. That was a closer on another show, right? Before. Oh, sorry. Wow, PlayStation's so boring. But wasn't it? Sorry, wasn't even talking about PlayStation. That just. Yeah. But like, I don't know if y'all remember. If you look at the first time they showed Clockwork Revolution, right, and then the second time, and then now, yo. It's like generationally different. Like, I look at it, I'm like, that first time this show, I was like, That's under development. That is rough, rugged. It was like not good. And then they showed it again. I was like, oh, them graphics though, what they do? Look at that. Oh, and then they showed it again. I'm like, okay, they dialed it in. There we go. This is it. Let's go. Them graphics though. So I'm good. I'm like, yes. And same thing happened with Avowed. When they first showed Avowed, that shit, it looked like a PS. It looked like a Dreamcast game. Okay, it looked like an Xbox 360 game. A really good one, but still. And then they showed it again. I was like, okay, there you go. And then the game came out, I played. I said, all right, this is way better than what they showed initially. So, I mean, I guess that's a strategy. So you're like, okay, yeah, we working on the game. Here it is, boom. And then like they see what the reaction is, and it's like, oh yeah, people are digging it, but it looks kind of rough. It's like, yeah, it's freaking early. This is the super duper before alpha. What's before alpha? Ain't omega. This is the pre-pubescent stage. I don't know. But yeah. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm rambling. Like I said, I'm exhausted, and this was a very long video for no reason. But I appreciate you hit me in the comment below. And let me know what you think about the Xbox Showcase, man. Like the main takeaway. I mean, had a bunch of awesome games. It's really about the exclusives. It's about exclusives. And did you notice? Nothing came out of Game Pass. See money. Oh, that's another name I gotta drop. Shout out to King though. King is being very diplomatic. He's like, I saw C Money. I ain't got a problem with him. He ain't never do nothing to me. It's like, just wait. He's gonna get you. Nah, I think he might be scared. He might be scared of King. He might be scared of King, but he thought he could go run over Sean and Dirk. Nah, bro. Nah. They don't even know me from nothing. They don't trust me. It's okay though, cause I still got their back. Cause they give me hours and hours and days and weeks of laughs and entertainment. Them in the chat, obviously the whole crew, and that's immeasurable. If you make somebody laugh, that like adds years to their life or something. Maybe it does. I don't know. I think it does. Some doctor said that one time, maybe. But I'm just saying, they give us entertainment. They're funny dudes. They make people laugh. They make me laugh. I enjoy it. Pause. And so when you talk shite, I'm gonna have a problem. Especially, I saw the whole clip. I got a problem. I got a problem with that. So, but I'm nobody though, so it doesn't matter. It's not like what I say has any influence on anything. Doesn't. But still, I got. If they need my back, I got it. Whatever that's worth. I got. I'll do a track this and see money. I don't know. I don't think I want to even expend any energy on that fool. It's just the route he took was unnecessary and childish, and I'm like, why? And I would say the only reason why, besides getting bots, the only reason why people watched his show was because he had his pretty wife on there. I ain't trying to say nothing. I'm just saying she's very beautiful, and she was on there. That's how I watched it. I was like, oh, who this? Oh, it's a couple. Oh, she cute. All right, let's watch it. And I was watching it. I was like, all right. And I was like, 3 hours? Oh, hell no. I don't have time. No. I'm barely, 33 minutes. All right, we're done. But and let me know in the comments below what you think about C Money's BS, how Sean handled it, what Dirt has said, all of that stuff. And shout out to Adidas. Oh, one last thing. My bad. I know it's going on, but one last thing. This is a serious topic though, for real. I do want to give a shout out to Derek H. From back in the days, from All Games. You know what I'm saying? He kind of co-signed for me to be on the network and stuff, and I burnt my own bridges over there. I burned the bridge so bad that the dude I burnt the bridge on, he went over to make his own network. I don't think that's up anymore. I think that's gone too. But yeah, it was kind of funny. Anyway, it was, once again, it's not that serious, but he took it real serious. But anyway, I wasn't trying to be malicious, but anyway, shout out to Derek H. He's going through it right now, but no, Derek. He's probably not listening to me because whatever, and that's fine. But if he does listen, know that people are thinking about you. You know, a lot of the old crew are probably thinking about you. I mean, I appreciate the fact you posted your updates and stuff. Just be careful, please. You know, try to stay safe. I know you're a strong-willed individual and you want to just, you know, get up and do it, but sometimes you just gotta, you know, you gotta pace yourself. That's all I'm saying. You gotta pace yourself. And that's what anybody, you know what I'm saying, like sometimes you may feel good one day, be like, all right, I'm good, but you know, you take a second and you be like, I'm good, but there's a limit. Let's just, you know, let's just chill, you know. And I'm the dude who I would rather just kick my feet up and just relax. People would call someone like that lazy, but I just turn it off. I'm like, look, I don't have time to be stressing about every little stupid thing ever. And so I'm usually chill, but when I get hyped and angry or whatever, then it really it's like 0 to 1,000. I just but as you get older, you learn how to control these lizard brain impulses, so it's not a big deal. And I always see it coming on, so I always turn it off. But anyway, the point is, pace yourself and just try to, you know, adjust accordingly so that, you know, you're not putting yourselves in harm's way for the most part, you know. And you know, I'm not sure, you know, you're over in LA, so I don't know if you have like a support system or anything like that. So, but you know, try to, you know, try to reach out to people if you need to. You know, do what you got to do. You know, people listen. And some people won't come around. Some people will. You know, that's the people you keep around. You know, not just to like, hey, I need your help or whatever. Always asking for help, but it's just like, you know, some people come through for you, and that's what's up. That's the people you want to, you know, be associated with, not just them fair weather friends and stuff. You know, if I was local, you know, I'd try to help, but you know, I'm on the other side of the country, so I can't really do anything for you. If there is anything I can do for you, hit me up. But you know, but anyway, sorry for the ramble, sorry for all that stuff. But yeah, anyway, at the end of the day, you guys, look, this is all games, this is all fun and games, this is all whatever. It ain't that serious as far as just video game stuff goes. Just try to, you know, enjoy it. And like, for the people who are making this like their careers, or they're trying to make money out of this, you might want to reevaluate how you're going about it, because you know, some people like Reforge or Marlin, they're like e-beggars, not e-beggars, but they're beggars. They sit there, oh, we got membership goals, we're gonna reach the goal, blah blah blah. I mean, King does it too, but he does it and then you get something out of it at the end, you know. So it's different from just popping up a goal and saying, yay, there, we did the goal. Yeah, it's like just trying to make money. And it's a hustle, and I guess they got whales or whatever. But, you know, I don't know. I honestly, you know what? If it works for them, whatever. I can't say nothing. But that's not something I would want to do. And that's just my personality. I'm like, yo, if I do something, if you giving me money, I'm giving you something, because it's an even exchange. It's not, this ain't a charity. You know what I mean? So, you know. But yeah, just, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of how the whole C Money and all that stuff kind of blew up, I think, a little bit. But that was on C Money. He shouldn't have went there. No. He shouldn't have went there. That's why, like I said, I got a problem. I got a problem with that. So, but anyway, I appreciate it. Talk to y'all next one. Till the wait.